Layla's packing. She's going to China for a week. So she's leaving tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be all alone for how many days? How many days are you going for?
10.
10 days. She's wearing her weird earbuds. Look at her.
It's not weird earbuds. It's called AirPods.
Yeah, so she has AirPods for her phones and Apple stuff. Look at this, guys. Look what I picked up. Da 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 da.
Brand new phone.
Yes. Now some of you may think that it's the exact same phone, but it's actually a brand new phone. Earlier, I think vlog what, like 16 or 17? We went to the Apple store to replace my iPhone battery, and they said that I would. It was the beginning of January, and they said that they would have the battery ready for me in about a week or so. And then after a week, they said, you know what, your battery's not going to be ready until March or April. So I was a little bit irked, but it was fine. You know, it is what it is. And they called me today, and they're like, you know what, your battery's ready. So I went there and dropped it off. We went back, and when I got there, it's funny because I saw them open the iPad, and I saw the diagnostic. In the diagnostic, I read the first line, like he didn't show me, but I see it on the iPad. It said, replace battery, phone will not turn on. So the guy ended up handing me over a box, and he's like, yeah, so we replaced the battery. We couldn't turn your phone, so we got you a new phone, which is pretty crazy. And Layla was super jealous, right? See, look, she's pouting. So I have a brand new iPhone now, which is kind of awesome because I was saying how, you know what, my old phone was about 3 years old. We're gonna put a new battery. It would give me another year of like, at least another year of use. This would probably give me like another like 2-3 years easily, so I don't need to upgrade it unless there's some obvious reason I need to, but I probably don't. And then Layla ended up buying stuff from Banana Republic.
Yeah. I bought a sweater.
She bought some new sweaters. Actually, I have a good story. I was at Apple earlier today when I was first dropping off my phone, and I sat there just looking around. I saw some guy that... Two things caught my attention about this guy. First thing was, he looked kind of unusual in a way where he didn't look comfortable. So stuff like that you pick up on, right? Something that kind of looks like they're uncomfortable in the store. Second thing was, I noticed the scarf was nice. He's wearing like a nice Louis Vuitton scarf. And I'm like, oh, that's a nice scarf. And I'm like, oh, this guy's kind of weird. He looks uncomfortable. And then he goes to the wall and he picks up a Beats headphones. Those wireless Beats. They're probably like $400 right now, I think they are.
Huh?
They're about $400, right?
Yeah.
Beats headphones about $400.
Man, I spent $400 on your earphones?
Yes. That's a different story. She did get me a pair, so I have one. I would show you. Where's mine right now? Your brother's using them. So he's walking around. I have nothing more to do, so I'm waiting for my appointment. I look at him, I'm just watching him, and then I noticed the employee was looking at him as well. And then he started walking towards the door, and I'm thinking, I'm like, no, this isn't happening. And then suddenly he makes it like a break for the door, very casually. I look over to the sales associate. He goes on his earphone and he starts like talking all this gibberish code. And suddenly it's crazy. I was like the FBI, the CIA kind of like thing where the Apple employees just all fell into formation and they swarmed him at the door. So everybody, I was like weird. It's like they had this thing that they were practicing where in the case of theft, you know, who's gonna go where, they were all using it, they were all on their earpieces. The guy's like, oh, he didn't pay, blah, blah, blah. And they were all speaking the code. They eventually stopped the guy. They kind of like took the headphones back and kind of talked to him and kind of bought enough time, I guess, for security to arrive. So it was pretty crazy. Because I know in Apple, their standard rule is, you know, if anybody steals a thing, you're not really supposed to stop them and let it go and stuff. But they were able to kind of like quarantine them and stuff. But it was just crazy. The amount of coordination and the amount of teamwork that was going in there with them like paging each other and using their earphones. Basically, when you watch like James Bond movies or CIA, FBI movies, it was pretty much that. They all just like fell in formation and would start like paging each other and stuff. But
it's like everything, like they caught the thief, and also like how they are like they connect with each other, right? They talk to each other,
Yeah.
the secret code.
Yeah.
And now like make a big sin of it.
no, like if I had not paid attention, I would have even known this was happening. They were all like quietly talking to each other. You could see like the eye contact around the room and everything.
Yeah, and now how they like give you a new phone. I think they're wonderful. I hope you're doing a great job.
Yes.
We are going to support you forever.
As she's wearing her earbuds right now.
Yeah, the AirPods. They are awesome.
Yeah, so here's her phone that she got the new batteries. And then here's my phone. That's the brand new one. Haha.
Yeah. Apple's pretty great. That's why people are willing to pay the high price, you know, because they're pretty great.
They're back on my good side today. Super excited today. It is Super Bowl Sunday. My Patriots are going to be playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Little bit worried about the Eagles. Nick Foles is really not that bad of a quarterback. Everybody says, you know what, he's a backup quarterback, but I've always said, you know what, he's a great guy. He's a great player. terribly underrated. Carson Wentz is good too, but they're both basically the same quarterback. So a little bit worried, but we're definitely cheering for the Patriots. Got my lucky Patriots jersey. I'm sorry, got my lucky Patriots sweater here. Last few times we wore this during the Super Bowl, they've won every time. Today I think is day 3. Day 3, Layla's in China, so that basically I'm left home alone with the brother and his friend. And take a look. Place is a mess. So today we're going to take the effort to clean everything up. We'll see what happens. And hopefully we'll get to watch the game later today. So we cleaned up the kitchen area, and there's one thing I realized I forgot to do that I always forget to do, is water the plants. So I'm looking around right now. I don't even know how many plants we have, but we gotta water them before they die. Last time Layla went to China, I think we lost 2 or 3 plants. We're gonna try to avoid that, so let me get onto that right now.
Brady under pressure.
Here we go. Last second throw.
Launching one for the end zone.
And it's over.
Jump ball and it's
That's it. Philly wins it.
was there.
You know what? A part of me is happy that Nick Foles has won it. I kind of feel bad for Carson Wentz. Would have liked it if New England won it, but it is what it is.
Kind
of happy for Philly.
Is over. Finally.
I'm on TeamSpeak right now with my buddy Ben, who's been waiting how many years for Philly to win this?
I didn't really understand football until 2004. That's when the Phillies and the Pats went to the Super Bowl. And I like underdogs, so I've been following them since then. And